Why is Johnny Gargano the biggest babyface possibly in WWE history? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. What is going on? My name is Tubby Emu. I have missed having wrestling discussions, but not those kind of discussions. The real ones. The ones where we connect with legitimate, passionate people. Legitimate, passionate wrestling fans. And I want to pose the biggest question. Why is Johnny Gargano, to you, possibly the biggest babyface in WWE history? He's getting all these comparisons to guys like Ricky The Dragon Steamboat. And when you truly think about it, there's something about Johnny Gargano that you want to cheer for. There's something that you get entranced with him. You want him to win. Now, clearly, he hasn't been winning. I mean, he did beat Velveteen Dream when he put up his title opportunity on the line. Velveteen Dream has been looking good. Tommaso Ciampa went down with an injury, and if Tommaso had not gone down with an injury, we could be sitting in a way different place. But instead, Andrade and Almas became champion. Zelina Vega became this force, and now you have a legitimate opportunity, as seen at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, where he was so close. It was the first WWE 5-star match as rated by Dave Meltzer, and I don't put a lot of stock into ratings because a lot of people miss the point. When you actually watch, and when I actually watch the 5-star matches that Meltzer has put over in New Japan, I understand it. It's like watching Gargano and Almas, but all the time. It's telling a story versus WWE. They may have a great wrestling match, but it's the fact that Johnny had that history with CN. You had that moment where Zelina went to throw the shirt again. She tried to distract Johnny in the same spot that had happened at the pay-per-view before. Triple H has this luxury in NXT that WWE on Raw and SmackDown don't get. They don't have this opportunity to keep people off TV. When they do tapings, they don't have the luxury to keep people off because if you keep them off week to week, the fans assume something's wrong or somebody's buried. Versus guys like Triple H have said repeatedly, when Sasha Banks is over, we need to dedicate time to other people. So Johnny is already so over. Where does he go from here? Well, I don't want to spoil it if you didn't see the NXT tapings, but things are shaping up to a different path. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, so we'll save it for a later video. But Johnny Gargano, you get that feeling like you want him to win. Now the question is, should he stay a babyface forever? And I honestly don't know. Because as much as we're all talking about how awesome Johnny Gargano is, and you want him to win, when his family was there, when Candice LeRae, his wife, is a part of the story, it feels real. It's the same reason that Heath Slater's storyline felt so real because he was after a job. It's the same reason Stone Cold Steve Austin rebelling against the boss is a story. Johnny Gargano trying to get that win and overcoming is the story, and you can connect with it. He's up against all these odds. And meanwhile, we're all giving praises to Johnny because Johnny Wrestling is awesome. But look at CN. Andrade and Zelina look amazing. They're getting more over than ever. And I didn't know if we would ever get to that point. So the best thing about Johnny, and especially this character, because of how awesome he is, and because of how much of a babyface he is, the term they say, what is it, white meat babyface, is so awesome because the heels translate even better. I didn't know if La Sabra, I didn't know if Andrade would get to this point. Same thing with No Way Jose. I got a little worried with No Way Jose what he'd be doing. But then, in a perfect storm, because of the fact that Tommaso was hurt, you have Johnny wrestling in the spotlight. And after the match happens at Philadelphia, because, like Twitter jokes said, you have to imagine that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso must have something in his contract that he can't attack during the pay-per-view hours. He has to wait till afterwards. And he hits him with the cane, the crutch. He takes out his former partner who he laid out. Do it yourself, DIY. And then that was further evolved in a storyline. That allowed a new level to Johnny Gargano. That last moment in that match where Johnny Gargano is against that ring post and CN hits those running knees. You have a feeling, especially when the announcers say it, do we save Johnny Gargano from himself? That's what I love to see, because guys like Ricochet, Guys that have this explosive offense like Will Ospreay are awesome wrestlers, and I love them. And hopefully we will see this side of them, because if all the wrestlers that WWE are signing don't act like Johnny Gargano, but really sell and get that character and that emotion and that feeling of not just being one of the best wrestlers, being Johnny Wrestling, but getting that underdog story, getting that moment for a reason to cheer for, is huge. I am very intrigued to see where Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano go. I'm very intrigued to see if Gargano heads to the main roster. I am very intrigued to see if he ends up on 205 Live. And I know a lot of people would get upset with that, especially with the amount of talent WWE has. But if you look at a guy like Drake Maverick, who just got signed, pairing up Drake Maverick with Johnny Gargano and having a 205 tour would be amazing. Because if Johnny Gargano is the most over guy in the company, 205 Live could use that. And I don't say that lightly, like I want the biggest white meat babyface in the world to go to 205 Live and to stay there. I think he could be a lot bigger than that. But that does not demean who's on 205 Live. Johnny Gargano, kind of like he who will not be named because of what happened, helps elevate that. So as Johnny is this big white meat babyface, WWE can use him. So if I see him on 205 Live, I understand why. He made CN look like $1 million. Johnny Gargano on something like 205 Live could make those superstars look like $1 million. Johnny Gargano being in this position of being the guy you want to cheer for can help get a brand over. I want him on Raw or SmackDown. Don't get me wrong. I want him to be the pinnacle. I want to see Johnny Gargano someday, like Sami Zayn, take down Braun Strowman in this David versus Goliath match. But for right now, I am just cheering for Johnny Gargano. For now, Johnny Gargano has it, and it is a reason for me to love him. It's a reason for me to cheer him. It doesn't matter about backstage news, stories, rumors, anything. He tells his story in the ring. Triple H has done such a wonderful job with Johnny Gargano. I can't stress that enough. So why do you love Johnny Gargano? I've explained in detail why I love him. I legitimately feel like you can get behind him, his story, his journey. Introducing in his wife is a whole nother element, as proven by like John Cena versus The Miz. It can help elevate the story. Now, like I said, I want Johnny Gargano to go on to the biggest and best things for him. Johnny Wrestling will print money for WWE. Now, I don't know what's right or what's wrong. A lot of people said he should have won against Almas, but that to me developed another layer to his character where I think us as fans kind of miss this. If the writers have something kind of planned out and thought out, it could always be better or worse. And for the first time, I didn't even think about ever fantasy booking Johnny Gargano. I didn't think what would be best for Johnny Gargano. I watched a TV show. I connected with him. And it made me root for him. And that's when WWE is at its best. That is one of the reasons why Johnny Gargano is the biggest babyface. It's organic, it's natural, it's true, and it's real to life, and it's goddamn awesome. So let me know in the comment section below. Share with your friends. Find out why they love Gargano. Reach out to people if they don't even watch wrestling and show them Johnny Wrestling. Show them the passion that's there. Even if it's in the ring, if it's performance art, if it's scripted, it's staged, it's planned out, it's choreographed. You can connect with a guy like Johnny Gargano. I couldn't be more happier to be a WWE fan right now and to be rooting for a guy like Johnny. So Johnny, you're not going to see this, most likely. I know that. You know that. You're busy. Johnny's got stuff to do. But from the bottom of my heart, and I mean this with the utmost sincerity, I have not truly rooted for a guy this much in so long. So thank you, Johnny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of discussion video. I have passion for wrestling when there's something to be passionate about, and Johnny, you do that. So thank you. As a wrestling fan, I feel reinvigorated. I can't blame Raw, SmackDown, writers here or there. I just connect with you. And to fans, you may only connect with somebody like a Nia Jax. You may only connect with somebody like a John Cena because of their message. Johnny, your message has got me hook, line, and sinker. I cannot wait to see what you do in the future. I can't wait to see you help revolutionize this business. But that's where I'm going to wrap it up. It's up to you guys now. What other things do you want to hear me talk about when it comes to wrestling? Let me know in the comment section below. Interact. Get involved on social media. I promise I'm not only going to tweet dumb stuff. You can follow me at TubbyEmu. And you can follow one of my favorite dudes on Twitter, at Cornell Gunter, for those big Mark takes. And be a live producer. But that's where we're going to wrap it up, guys. Until next time, it's your boy TubbyEmu. We're back. We enjoy wrestling. And until next time, we will see you all later.